Hey there, and welcome to another day of stress reducing yoga. My name is Lauren, if you didn't know that already. All you're going to need today are some comfy yoga clothes, a yoga mat, and a water. So if you don't have those things, just push pause, run and go grab them, and then come back and join me on the mat. So if you are all set up, we're going to start in mountain pose. So stand in the mat, feet are about hip width distance apart, all four corners of your feet root in, slight tuck of the tailbone, shoulders are down and back, head shines towards the sky, and your drishti or point of focus is just over your nose. Just breathe here. Feel what it feels like to be standing here, tall and strong and confident. Notice the breath moving in and out of your body. Choose a mantra for today's practice, something to keep your mind from wandering too far away from your mat. It could be something you're working on today, something as simple as I'm bending today so that I don't break, or it could be something that you're going through in your life that you're trying to get through, some love that you need to send yourself or some others. Whatever that might be, choose your mantra. And then we'll start our Ujjayi breathing, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Breathe in through the nose, hold at the back of your throat, feeling some constriction there, and then out through your nose. It's an audible breath. Sounds sort of like an ocean or like Darth Vader. Do a few rounds of these on your own. One more deep breath in through the nose. Biggest breath you've taken all day, maybe when you don't think you can take any more air in, take one last sip. And then out through your nose. Continue that Ujjayi breathing for the rest of the practice today, and remember anytime you find your mind wandering to bring it back to that mantra that you just set for yourself. Bring your feet just as wide as your mat, turned out slightly. Bringing hands to heart center. Sitting back as if you're sitting into a chair, drop down as low as you can possibly go. For Malasana, low yogi squat. Tall spine here. Your elbows, push your knees away. If a bind is in your practice, you can go ahead and take that bind now. Reaching your left arm around your left knee, reaching behind your back with your right arm to find your left hand. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So releasing that bind, coming back to prayer. And then reach your right arm around your right leg, left arm around the back, finding your hands for another bind on the other side. Releasing that grip, coming back to prayer. A couple more breaths here. Lowering your hands to the mat. Dropping your knees to the mat. You're gonna sit in between your knees. Your feet fall out to the sides for hero pose. Your hands can rest on top of your knees here. Working your knees one day to touch. Wherever your body is today though is perfectly fine. This is your practice. All of these poses, all of these shapes are just suggestions. Do what feels right for your body today. Knowing that each time you practice, you get a little bit better. Doing a little bit more of a stretch. Taking your hands to your toes, gently lowering your top half of your body down to the mat. First on your elbows, then your upper back, creating sort of a back bend here. In the fullest expression, you reach up over your head to grab your opposite elbows. If you laid your body down on the mat, gently release the grip on your elbows and using your elbows to bring your body back to a seated position. Hands come to the front of the mat, coming up on your hands and knees, wrists directly underneath your shoulders, knees directly underneath your hips. Hip width distance apart. We'll warm up with some cat-cows as usual. So dropping your belly, inhale, gaze towards the sky. Exhale, round your back. Inhale, gaze towards the sky. And round your back. Do a few rounds of these on your own, connecting your breath with your movement for your moving meditation. Take your right foot, after we meet back in tabletop. Once you meet me back in tabletop, take your right foot and step it in between your hands. Left leg remains on the mat, arms reach towards the sky. Breathing here. Left hand to the left hip and reach your right arm up and over to the left. Gaze over the right fingertips. Exhale, release. Hands frame your right foot and your right foot steps back. Your knee finds the mat. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So your left foot steps in between your hands. Hands come up overhead. Right hand finds the right hip. Left hand reaches up and over. Gaze over the left fingertips. Exhale, release. Hands frame the left foot. Left foot steps back, knee finds the mat. Coming all the way down onto your belly. Hands directly underneath your shoulders. Using your strength in your lower back, middle back, lift your body, lift just the top half of your body up off the mat for cobra pose. Gazing towards the sky. You're going to use your hands and your arms for support here at first, but eventually most of the strength is going to come from your lower back. Exhale, release. Right cheek finds the mat. Hands fall beside the body. one more time, we'll do it again. So hands come directly underneath the shoulders. Lift your head, neck, shoulders, upper back. Off of the mat, gaze towards the sky. Tops of the feet remain flat on the mat. Exhale, left cheek finds the mat. Hands come beside the body. Bringing your hands to the mat underneath your shoulders, coming back up on your knees, finding table one more time. Gonna send our hips back this time. Our head finds the mat for child's pose. Rolling your head back and forth here, relieving any tension. This reduces anxiety. Letting go of anything that doesn't serve you on the mat right now in this moment. Coming back up to tabletop position, curling the toes, sending your hips towards the sky for downward facing dog. There can be a bend in your knees here, a bend in your arms. Walk your dog out just a little bit, come up on your toes, down on your heels for your first downward facing dog today. Looking towards the hands, walk your feet up to meet them, arriving in ragdoll. Grabbing your elbows, swaying your body back and forth. Completely allow your head, neck, and shoulders to hang passively here. I'm going to shake your head yes or no. Whatever feels nice to you in this moment. Releasing your elbows, hands find the mat, vertebrae by vertebrae, coming to stand, back into Tadasana, mountain pose. Once again, all four corners of the feet root in, palms face forward, shoulders are back. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, so fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, walk or hop the feet back to high plank. Lower to the belly or chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Arriving in downward facing dog. It's the second downward facing dog today, so really feel those 3 points of energy with your hands, your hips, and your feet. Working your heels closer to the mat this time. Looking to the hands, walk or hop the feet up to meet them. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise. Meeting in Tadasana. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Flow through your vinyasa. Right toes reaching up. Right knee to the nose for 5. Right toes reach up. Right knee to the nose for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right toes reach up, really reach them up, and then the right toes find the mat. Look to the hands. Walk or hop your feet up to meet them. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise, meeting in Tadasana. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Fold, flow through your vinyasa. Arriving in downward facing dog. Left toes reach up. Left knee to the nose for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left toes reach up. Really reach them up, and then left toes find the mat. Look to the hands, walk or hop your feet up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise, meeting in Tadasana. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Flow through your vinyasa. Arriving in downward facing dog. Right foot reaches up. Right foot replaces the right hand. Left foot comes out at a 45-degree angle. Hands come parallel to the mat. Gaze over the right fingertips for warrior 2. Straightening the right leg. All 10 toes face the left side of the mat for 5-pointed star. Hands come to the hips and then slowly bend forward, keeping a flat back. Allowing your head, neck, and shoulders once again to hang passively. You can release your hands to the mat. Walking your left hand over to the right foot. Right hands reach up, gaze over your right fingertips. Exhale, right hand to the right foot, and then walk both your hands over to the left foot. Do the same thing on the other side. Left hand reaches up, gaze over the left fingertips. Left hand finds the mat. Coming to center. Once again, hands come to the hips, and with a nice flat back, begin to rise. Once again, standing. Maybe heel toe your feet in just a little bit here. Keep them at a 45-degree angle. Arms come out to the side, slight bend in the arms, bend in the knees for goddess pose. You can remain here in goddess, or you can come up on one toe, come up on the other, maybe come up on both, play around, seeing with what your body can do and where it's at today. Exhale, rise. Turning to the left side of the mat. Left foot faces out directly to the left. All 5 toes are facing the back of the mat. Slight bend in the left knee. Hands come parallel for warrior 2 on the other side. Gaze over the left fingertips. Straighten the left leg. Hands frame the left foot, step your left foot back to meet the right. Flow through your vinyasa. Arriving in downward facing dog. We're just gonna come onto our knees here. Reaching back for your feet. You could, if you're using a blanket, you could even use, I'm using a pretty thin yoga mat here. Curl the end of the mat or blanket, whatever you're using, over your feet and use that to grip your heels. What we're gonna do is we're gonna gradually bend forward, bringing your forehead as close to your knees as possible. You're gonna straighten your arms and lift your hips for rabbit pose. Exhale, release. Bring your knees as wide as the mat here. Walking your fingertips out for a wide-legged child's pose. Allowing your forehead to once again find the mat. Rolling back and forth your forehead. Reminding yourself of the mantra that you set for yourself at the beginning of practice today. Walking your fingertips over to the right. Left hand comes over the right hand, feeling a long stretch on the left side body. Walking your fingertips back to center and then over to the left. Right hand over the left hand for a long stretch in the right side body. Coming back to center. One more time, releasing your forehead to the mat. Exhale, and then inhale to walk your fingers back. You're gonna just swing your feet around to your favorite side, so your feet come out in front. Take your left, bottom of your left foot, place it on the inside of your right upper thigh. Turn to face your right leg, have your shoulders sort of framing your right leg. Inhale, reach up, and then exhale to fold. Your hands can fall beside your leg here. They can find the bottom of your foot. Feeling a long stretch in the left side body here. Inhale, reaching up. And we're just gonna switch our legs. So the right, bottom of the right foot comes to the inside of the left inner thigh. Frame your left leg once again with your shoulders. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Feeling a long stretch in the right side body. Releasing that grip, or if your hands are on the ground, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands beside your body, both legs out in front. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, fold forward. One day your whole upper body will be flat to your legs. Wherever you are now, it's perfectly fine. Hands can fall beside the legs. You can take your peace fingers to your big toes if that feels nice. Exhale, inhale, reach up, exhale, release. We're gonna lay our bodies back on the mat now. Bend in the knees, walking your knees towards your glutes, towards your sit bones. Plant your hands flat on the mat, and then gently just lift your hips towards the sky for bridge pose. Releasing your hips. We're going to do that 2 more times. If wheel's in your practice, you can go ahead and take wheel here. Maybe do 1 more bridge and then a wheel. Whatever feels right for you today in your practice. So once again, lifting your hips towards the sky for bridge. Exhale, release. I'm going to take wheel for my last back bend. If wheel is in your practice, bring your hands flat on the mat by your ears. All 10 fingers face your body. And then lift towards the sky. You're in bridge, just lift your hips just the same. Continuously lifting your hips if you're in wheel. Tucking your chin, gently lower down if you were in wheel. Protect the neck. One more long body stretch here. Reaching tall. Inhale, stretch. Exhale. Take up space on your mat for your Savasana. Palms face up. Feet can fall open wide. Remembering that mantra that you set for yourself. Continuing your Ujjayi breathing here. Shavasana. Completely relaxing your facial muscles, relaxing your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Feel your body supported by the earth. Gently opening your eyes if you had them closed. Rolling out your wrists and your ankles here, bringing some movement back into your body. And roll over into our favorite side, allowing your head to rest on your lower arm. Your other arm falls close to the body. Tuck your knees in for this renewal position of rebirth. Allowing your body to take in all the benefits it just gained from the practice today. Don't forget to thank yourself for bringing yourself here. Taking anything that you learned today about yourself off the mat with you today. And gently, as passively as possible, coming to a seated position. Whatever comfortable position that is for you, whether that's one leg out or legs crossed. Hands come to the third eye. And hands come to the mouth, remembering always to speak truth. Hands come to heart center. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Thanks for sharing your practice with me today, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Namaste. Thank you so much. I hope you have a really good day. Enjoyed your practice today, and I will see you tomorrow.